Because I feel like a lot of people categorize me as like, oh, you're alright, but like I trained for 1 month. Yeah. Never really done anything ever, you know?
Well, if you do it again, just get 50% up front.
Yeah, dude, get that 25K in that bag, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 150% up front, and then you give them back the 50.
Yeah.
Welcome back to a follow-up of a Careful Boys episode, where today in the seat and in the house we have just Maiko over here. We was just finishing the conversation in the last OTR about your fight that you had, the celebrity fight between TikTokers and YouTubers, and you went against FaZe Jarvis.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So tell us how that fight went.
Yeah, so long story short, Austin McBroom came to my house like 3 months before the fight about.
Just randomly like ding dong, and you're like, who's that?
No.
On your ring camera.
And you're like, Austin.
No,
That's exactly how it went,
He DM'd
actually.
me and then he pulled through. And at the time, this was when like, I remember too, this was like obviously when I was like up there. So he came with like a bag of like 25 G's, but it didn't, I was like.
That's a tight move, huh?
I was like, okay, this is kind of just like.
In like a Whole Foods bag, or what kind of
It's
bag?
just in the backpack. Oh. I was like, cool, okay.
That's how he rolls?
Did he give it to you?
No, he didn't give it to me. Oh, no.
Wait, what?
He just showed you.
Yeah, I thought it was like
Yo,
a
check this out. This is
No,
it.
no, I
Puts it
think
back on.
That should be in advance. If he's
I don't
asked,
even remember
if he's
honestly.
asked you to fight for him, he's like, fight on my promotion. Here's 25K.
I don't even remember actually. I'm not gonna.
To be honest though, 25K is not that much in like bands.
Yeah.
Not if it's all $1 bills, Joe.
Yeah. But
2.5 stacks.
I had 3 months to basically train for the fight, and 2 out of those months, the first 2 months, I didn't have any trainer because I was trying to find someone to help train me, but they didn't give us any trainers and all that stuff. And the person that was training, like the TikTokers, I just didn't feel like it was right for me. Like it just didn't feel the right.
Was it
You're
7
out in
goose?
Florida?
No. Oh wait, say again?
Well, during this time, were you out in Florida?
No, this was in LA.
Was it 7 Goose Boxing Gym? Was that who was training all the
I don't even
TikTokers?
remember. But
There's 7,000 boxing coaches out here, though.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, I didn't find the right one, and then by the last month I found someone that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So that last month I trained every day. But yeah, did that 1 month, and then everything happened, and then it was pretty much downhill from there.
Would you do it again?
Yeah, I would do.
You should do it under him.
But you'll do it again if you get paid.
I would do it if I get paid and if I feel confident. Like
They didn't pay you?
Because they didn't
So
pay
you
me.
mentioned that $400,000 was on the line, right? How did that come up in conversation?
You guys didn't sign that thing?
We signed something. The thing, like Austin McBroom, he super snaky. He fucking put it under like his company thing where it's like, oh, like we didn't make enough money of this and that, and we had a clause in my contract where it was like, no matter how the event does, I should get paid. But he finessed it to where.
So if he bankrupts it, it's like he can't.
Exactly, it's like, oh, I don't have money if I'm big. Yeah, exactly.
So
Which is crazy.
You signed up. This guy comes up with a $25,000 advance, doesn't give it to you. Then you sign up for this fight. Says $400,000 online, whether you win or lose, and you have a clause that says, regardless of fact, you get paid. You go in there, you get knocked down one time, the ref fucking calls it, and you don't get paid.
Yeah.
Damn. That's fucked.
Did anyone else get paid?
Only Bryce, because he had a contract specifically, I guess, with him directly, opposed to the company.
Oh.
That was his event.
Are you and Austin still friends? No way, huh?
They're best friends.
You guys don't
I mean, he
chill?
showed up at your house, so I was like, he must be.
No, he just showed up for the one time.
So what was it, like 5 TikTokers, 5 YouTubers?
I think it was like 5 or 6, yeah.
So that out of like fucking 10 plus people,
No one got paid?
one person got paid?
Yeah.
So Alex, wait, that's the one with Alex, right?
No.
Wasabi?
No, we were the one before that, I think. The first one.
Oh.
Was Graham Stephan on your card?
No.
Because I know Graham Stephan was in one too.
Yeah.
Wait, Graham Stephan did a boxing match?
I would say we were the event that started all of them.
Oh, okay.
Who did Austin McBroom fight that night?
Bryce Hall.
Oh, got it.
But
That was the one where the meme was like, oh, I'm not a fighter. I've never claimed to be a fighter. But like the whole promo was like, I've fought so many fights, like that whole thing. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
He's the
Different.
curly
It's
hair
a
dude,
different
right?
era. Yeah.
And he's the guy who organized it and didn't pay nobody.
Yep.
Well, because I really like fighting. So when I saw like cards where it looks like, no offense to you, but when I saw cards when like everyone else just looks like a clown, it doesn't really attract me unless the storyline's good.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I,
yeah.
like Jake Paul kind of like made me become a fan of his fights. In the beginning, I was like, oh, he's just another clown too.
Yeah.
But he's so good at marketing that you get sucked into the narrative
For sure.
that now I'm like,
The
I actually
build-up.
want to see him fight. I want to see how he does.
I mean, they make a lot of money now because, especially because of the people like when they look at fights, they don't care about the fights. They care about like the person, I guess.
That's more important than how good.
The story, the
When I
drama.
heard about I doubt it's going on now, but like the Elon versus Musk, like them possibly doing a boxing fight,
Elon
I was like,
versus Musk is good.
He's fighting himself.
Zuck. Yeah.
Zuckerberg. Oh,
Versus
That would have been good. And they were talking about doing it at the Coliseum.
That's fucking hilarious.
that would have been so crazy.
That is
The real
fucking
one.
sick.
I think they couldn't agree on the streaming terms because one wanted to do it on Twitter, the other wanted to do it on Facebook, and
Yo, but the funny thing is like how Zuck was like calling out Musk for ducking all the time. That was pretty funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, Elon doesn't train, so I was just like, you see over here, Zuckerberg, he's like winning, and like he's doing actual things. Yeah.
He's about it.
yeah.
I was like, there's no way. If everyone was like, oh, he's gonna have the Neuralink and he's gonna fucking.
Oh yeah.
So what weight did you fight Jarvis at?
I was 135,
Holy shit.
138, something around there.
It's pretty damn light.
And that's all in the contract. Like you gotta make weight,
Yeah.
I make weight.
Yeah.
How many ounce gloves was it?
12 or 14? I think it was 12. I could be wrong though.
So
We didn't have headgear though.
What was your first sparring session like? Well, how did that feel?
Yeah, especially if you never fought before.
Yeah.
I only fought my trainer, but it was like a beatdown. Yeah. I had like a couple like okay, hold on, and then got too cocky.
When you got knocked down, did you tell your trainer, "See, you fucking suck, dude"?
No, when I got knocked down, I was just pissed. I was like more frustrated because like I knew the consensus of like social media already. Like I was already the underdog. So like I was.
And you know that's gonna be an instant meme now.
Yeah, 100%. Because it was like, oh, this guy from Fortnite, oh, he 200, whatever the fuck the Fortnite terms are. So I already felt that, and then when the contact came out and all that stuff. Okay, so long story short, first round happened. The end of the first round, my contact came out because I got clipped, and I was like negative 4.75. So that means like I can't see anything clear after like here. So like one was clear, one was here, so it was just very like I was like super.
You can't do a timeout. Somebody put a contact.
No, I tried. They were like, nope, you can't.
You didn't practice like grabbing fishes out of water, like
blind fighting.
Yeah.
because like when Van Damme got pepper in his eyes, he kept fighting.
Bro, are you too young for blood sport?
I would have, but they did the stoppage, and I was.
He's too young for blood sport. If he watched blood sport, he would have
Right.
fought blind.
Right.
Make sure your coach gets you a koi pond and fill it up with kois.
Your coach should have took a bandana, put it around your eyes, and sent you out.
He should have done the kickboxing route too. Just fucking dip your gloves in fucking glue and then diamonds and shit.
Diamonds? I don't want to keep the diamonds. No.
Yeah. Yeah, at least you get paid that time.
I know.
Where were you when you found out that you weren't getting paid, and how did that feel? How did that
It was like a few months after. It was like a long delay. Like, oh, we'll get it handled. We're not gonna get handled.
just fucking
You never went like, bitch, better have my money.
No, I tried, but like, couldn't do anything about it.
Did you talk to other fighters too? Did you get paid? And then they're like,
Yeah, no one got paid.
we're like, nah, we didn't get paid.
What makes you want to do it again if you didn't get paid? Like, what's the draw for the second one?
I really enjoy like feeling like I can kind of like do anything I put my mind to.
Yeah.
On some like cliche, but like realistic. Like I really like I've never wanted to be in like a bubble, and I felt like that was an opportunity for me to just try something out. Cause I feel like I'm a hard worker.
So it feels like an adventure, like a big challenge.
I mean, it's like it was something I was never gonna be able to experience that. You know, like
Yeah, for
other
sure.
than that kind of like situation.
Yeah.
So if I did it again, like I would want to have like that underdog story again, where it's like, all right, I did this, but it was like for 1 month. This is how I actually am, you know? Because I feel like a lot of people categorize me as like, oh, you're all right, but like I trained for 1 month, never really done anything ever, you know?
Well, if you do it again, just get 50% up front.
Yeah, dude, get that 25K in that bag, dude.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get 150% up front, and then you give them back the 50.
I gotta start doing that. That sounds way better.
No, right now I feel like my focus is on the dance world. Like I really want to try to see how I can like make a splash in the dance world, make my money there. and then when I'm chilling, like that could be like a side quest.
Yeah, for sure.
Is your main source of income through TikTok and sponsorships?
Yeah, for now, right now.
So when you say like make money through the dance world, what do you mean by that? Like how do I hear this a lot from dancers is like it's hard to make money as a dancer. So I'm just like figuring out like and if you're not doing I guess shows or like you know the what is that? The fucking the not the Kinjas, but the Jabberwockies.
Yeah, with their own show.
Thank you.
Or a booking commercial.
That's light jab there.
Like their own show or like music videos or like whatever.
The tip of his tongue, dude. He was trying to get it out. Sometimes you got to say something, another group to think about.
I'm in a social media fight every day here. Also not
They
getting
bad
paid.
at you.
You're well respected here, Anthony. Come on.
So for the dance world, I do feel like they're undervalued. So like I'm trying to make a change where like one, I feel like I'm like in this good opportunity where like I'm in the dance world, but I'm also in the social media world, and there's not a lot of people that do both. And I kind of like one, I want to make like my own thing. So I'm trying to, I don't even know if I should say it until it's official, but like I'm talking with Steezy right now.
Oh, okay.
I might be, doing some type of partnership with them. And then for my social medias, for like my dance channel, I want to kind of be like the Mr. Beast of dance. So think of like
You could give
Squid
free
Games,
shit while dance?
but dance edition.
Oh.
Like how dancers go up against each other type of thing.
Oh, okay.
So I would basically put those together. I have connections with labels I'm already talking to, so I would start my own campaign / content with like just new stuff that people haven't seen, because dance hasn't, especially on social media, it hasn't been like updated. Like it's all kind of the same stuff, like dance classes, dance tutorials, dance content.
Like everyone kind of has a rinse and repeat model.
Yeah, there's no new content. There's no like elevated stuff, which is really weird to me, because like dance, it's literally like the front facing thing of like entertainment.
Yeah.
So like if I were to have this powerhouse of like this empire behind me, maybe I could like start a union one day and like make sure like people are paid correctly, because I feel like dancers, they get paid like paycheck to paycheck, and it doesn't even cover rent for like a month in LA.
You learned all this shit during screen printing?
Yeah, I mean, cause I was getting paid like $100 for a music video.
Yeah.
In Miami, so I was just like, this is not realistic.
Because there's no union for dancers.
Yeah, so
I mean,
I
there's
was just
Dancers
like,
Alliance, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah.
But that wasn't really established till much later.
And I also feel like that only works in one sector of like the dance, like commercial work, but like the whole world doesn't revolve around like the LA scene as well.
Yeah.
Like 90% of my fucking income doesn't even come from LA, so it doesn't apply.
Yeah. I just also feel like the whole like thing about dancing is like people, they're used to like this is like what they were given, so they don't like try to push the boundaries for it. So like if they have to do paychecks, they're gonna accept the job for whatever pay they are, or like get treated the way they are. I just heard so many bad stories about it, and when I hear like pay rates for like being on like really big shows, it's just like, it's really weird.
Yeah, I think dancers focus on not saying this is a bad thing, but they focus on their artistry more than the business aspect, and their artistry is the business.
Yeah.
So like trying to find a bridge that, is able to bridge that gap between those two is hard to do, especially if everybody's...
We're sensitive,
Yeah.
But that's like that with every industry.
Like actors.
Because even like personal trainers, it could be the exact same one at a 24-hour fitness knows the same amount as the guy with 5 million subscribers, and this guy's making like $20 an hour, and this guy's making a couple mil like him.
Yeah.
And they know the same. It's just one knew how to like transform what's in his brain into
Yeah.
A business. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But right now I feel like there's no one on the pinnacle of dance. Like there used to be like, should I say his name?
Yeah, just say it.
So there was this guy that's he's off the grid now because of like sexual allegations, like really bad shit with his stuff putting out there.
What's his name?
Wildebeest. I'm a Beast, the company. It was like the biggest dance company in the world.
very well.
It got crashed down like crazy. Tons of people came out to talk about it, all of that stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I feel like right now, there's no one there. There's no one that's taking over like the dance social media. It's all kind of like everyone's free for all, or like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I can do that. Let me kind of.
So there's no like
try it.
big kingpin of dance.
That's what I feel, at least.
You may think that from the outside perspective, but from the inside perspective, it wasn't all that.
For
Like them being on the top of like the dance pinnacle or like.
Well, I guess I'm meaning more in the social media aspect. Because as a business, it could have thrived. Like, they had the views, they had the numbers, and all that stuff.
I know the business side very well. I worked on it.
But I did hear it was, like, very flawed. I don't know.
It was extremely flawed. Yeah.
Talk about it. What are the flaws?
Fuck. Where do I start?
You talk about the flaws, you talk about the sexuality.
Divide and
It
conquer.
might be the same thing. There's a little bit of crossover there.
Oh, that affects business, huh? No way.
Well, we'll have to have a private conversation.
I mean, what I'm hearing from you is it sounds like, regardless of their success or whatever, but their perception was they were the elite,
Correct.
and they have pull because they have an audience and they're doing it on social media, and they could have maximized that potential, right?
100%. Yeah.
So like they could have been broke as hell, but you're saying like they
If they did it the right way?
did it the right way, they could have done it really
Yes.
well. I see.
Yep.
Yeah. So I feel like...
I think dancers just suck with business, so that's why, you know. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
That's why
Anthony's face.
Asians, you gotta do it right.
I think dancers do bring in so many views though. It's crazy. But I think like how you said about longevity, I think if you don't make a connection through words or like communication, I think it's hard to follow someone with physical movement and establish a more deeper connection. And I think that's why usually like if it's music or something related, like if you're a pop star plus you dance well, or like dance is like an accessory to a musician or something, or you're a group with like some kind of like, what do you call it? Like a story and brand behind it, and then people could be like, yeah, like I vibe with Ken just cause like, you know, like I like how they are, what they represent. But then if you're an individual and you're not speaking to the public, I think that's really difficult to build a long-term fandom. Yeah.
I agree. That's why I'm trying to make dance long form. That's the biggest thing. Because, like, if I talk about the story of, like, how... That's why, like, with ABDC, right? With all these shows, like, you watch their journey. That's why you fell in love with these people. Instead of just the product, you see the journey of it. Yeah. And that's what I'm trying to do with, like, YouTube and stuff now, too. But, yeah, it's definitely...
It is always going to be, like, an uphill battle, though. Like, no matter how, like, much you put, like, dance forward, it's always still going to be, like, 50% of the product that you create, because the other 50% is going to be the music. So unless you're also the music producer or creator and stuff like that, you're going to be limited. Like, that's why social media has always been like a crux for us, because you can monetize off of things. You can build the same type of structures or fight the same algorithms. You might be able to use some to your advantage and like ride off the coattails of like a song's fame, but at the same time you're still paying more to the song than you're getting paid for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's just kind of how the entertainment.
Like, you could have a video that has 1 million views, but then you technically made 0 on it because it was a copyright song.
Yeah, we have like so many videos online that have millions of views that we don't get paid for because it's copyright music. You know what I mean? So that's just how it is.
But if you have a brand and you have connections to the labels, you can like kind of make a deal with them, because I feel like some of them are coming around now with social media.
You do got to be pretty fucking big, and a lot of it is right place at the right time too, because it's a relationship, right? Those record labels also have to acknowledge and be willing, you know, at that time. When we were coming up doing dance videos, they were all like, no, like you guys are stealing from us. Then suddenly, like, you know, when new social media apps come and then the virality hits in a different way, suddenly it's like, okay, maybe we should flip the script on this, but then we're already like 5 years out the game. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that's just the way the world works, though, you know?
Yeah.
So
They wanted us to shut down JK when we got on in Living Color. Back then, they didn't see YouTube as support. Like, social media was not support for big channels. For them, it was like, oh no, you're competition. We don't want you guys doing skits and any of that stuff. And then we got on the show, but you know, we didn't even actually continue because we said YouTube is gonna go further than TV. And then they've shot like a bunch of episodes. It didn't even air. So we made the right move. Yeah, but In Living Color is it's a big brand. It's like Mad TV, you know, it's like, it could have gone somewhere, but I think, you know, the people that maybe made those decisions at the time, they didn't have the future in mind. And then imagine now if like they brought a sketch comedy show and they brought all the best sketch, like from, you know, reels to everything, like YouTube, and they brought everybody together, might do really well. Yeah.
fuck dance, am I right?
I don't think so. I don't think so, dude.
You know who the king of dance is? Michael Jackson.